right, Virgo, welcome back to your extended reading. I'm going to go ahead and clarify your tower, your amazing tower that you generated, right? You stepped into your power, you cleaned house, you got rid of a bunch of people in your life, washed it away, and you're just starting over in love. As far as signs go, so far we have the Lover, so you may be dealing with a Gemini coming into your life. So that would be the one sign I see coming in here right now is Gemini. Although we may get some additional people here and additional signs that show up. So yeah, I would be on the lookout for a Gemini. Or a twin, you know, if you like a twin flame or a soulmate. No, it's gotta be a twin flame or a Gemini, but really Gemini's or twin flame. Gemini's a twin coming in. So someone who's more in alignment with who you are, who your soul is, not who you've been, because you've got a fresh start coming to you. That's interesting. You know, and also just thinking back, right, balancing out love. There may be ways, even if you're not the divine feminine, right, here, and we're dealing with the divine masculine, toxic masculinity impacts both the masculine. I'm just coming back around to this, you know, this image of like beating back that stag, right, that male deer, and this sort of like, projection of what masculinity should be on the basis of like what society says like you're supposed to desire. I mean, there's just a lot of that going on this week of people making choices that are in alignment with their soul. Again, the Judgment crossroads, and not what society, right? Breaking out of tradition, breaking out of structure, standing up for who they are, and loving what they love and owning what they love. Okay, so I'm using the Medicine Woman Tarot by Carol Bridges. So if you haven't seen this deck before, that's the one I'm using. The imagery is a little bit different than a traditional tarot, but it does have all of the same elements, same placement. So Spirit, if we can go ahead and clarify the Tower. What's this Tower moment? What kind of, can we clarify this three energy here? Three people. Might have been some, particularly with this Lovers thing, I'm wondering if there wasn't some kind of third party energy. So that's like justice, be a kind of divorce coming in, particularly if you were dealing with a long-term marriage or commitment, going in towards a new commitment that's more in alignment with who you are. Wiping the slate clean. Alrighty, so let's see here. Spirit, three, please. Sorry, the Tower card. Again, I'm stuck on the 3, so that's why I'm thinking third party. I keep seeing 3 energy here. Judgment. So Judgment Day, right? Like, here we go. Judgment in this card, discernment. The bison, the buffalo being a symbol of like abundance, family, tradition. You can see in this person's head their ancestors trying to create hearth and home, guiding them, being able to tell the difference between who you are, what you want, right? The end of this cycle, putting you back at the center instead of other people. So being able to discern who's in your life, who's not. Magician coming out here. Spirit's saying, yeah, this is about you stepping into your power and understanding you have all of the resources that you need. So perhaps Virgo, you had let yourself maybe believe that you needed other people, and finally you've said, you know what, and that may have been used to control you and trap you in a situation, and you said, no, I'm not doing that. Like, you may think I need you, but it may be the other way around. Or forget whether they need you or not. That's like codependent and weird. But instead, I have everything I need, right? This is what Spirit's saying. This is why we've got like Magician twice here. Like, I've got everything I need to create my own happiness and joy, to create my own life. So Judgment, and then the Eight of Stones here. Eight of Stones is Eight of Pentacles. And here you see, like in this image, is a person, could be a woman, but it's a person working on like crafting some jewelry. You see the sun in the background, really stepping into their own creative talents, ability to create their own abundance, right? So this may have very much to do with the material world, right? Our pentacles, like, can I take care of myself? Can I support myself? Can I manifest my desires, manifest abundance in my life? And Spirit is saying, absolutely, right? This is what this tower was about. Was you saying, you know, I'm going to step into my own power here with the Magician. I have the resources I need to create the life, that I want. So yeah, good work there, Virgo, on that. And then discerning, right? Being able to decide which path is going to take you where it is you want to go. Discernment or Judgment in this deck. The Ten of Swords, please, Spirit. I would like to clarify the Ten of Swords. What went on with that? What finally kind of hit that breaking point where you're like, I'm done, cleaning the slate? What's behind the Ten of Swords here, Spirit? Vision, Hangman, lots of major, like this is a huge, like I cannot emphasize enough, if you're not familiar with the tarot, like major arcana cards are significant life lessons. We have Five of Stones wants to pop out. I'll take it. I'll come back around to that. This is the card I'm talking about. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus this card that just jumped out. 10 cards on the table. Out of those 10 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are major arcanas. Like, this is huge for you, Virgo. You are completely going through this week a series, really leveling up, clearing some karma, moving from finishing out, closing out a cycle, a karmic cycle of the past, and moving into a new day. This is a whole new cycle, whole new brand new you. And yeah, it's, you know, close the 10 here. It's just your life going forward, future, like, I don't know what's going to happen after this week. I haven't done the readings for that, but at some point, I'll be very curious to see how this develops for you. The Hangman, though, right here is vision. Getting clear on who you are. This definitely in alignment with discernment, who belongs in your life, but particularly in the Hangman in this card, is about really seeing your true self, and not the self that had been presented to you. Also here is Six of Arrows. This is a moving on kind of card, putting your arrows down, stepping into the light. Like, I'm done fighting. I'm done having arrows or swords in this deck. I'm done like fighting this fight, a fight that's not really like, what am I going to win in this? Where am I going in this? And looking to this, looking to move ahead into the sun, into a new day, a new direction. And and a kind of portal. You see this sort of portal energy. You're stepping through a portal into a new life, right? You're done with this cycle with the world. You've managed to stand up and put yourself at the center of that. And now you're going to go ahead and manifest something new. And then this Apprentice of Pipes here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a kind of bringing in this energy of your spirit, how you're transforming, using crane energy, right, to take flight, embodying and bringing in that animal energy to help you see your future, help you manifest abundance, family, whatever it is you want to do. Take flight, right? There's even a bird on her shirt. What did jump out here is this Five of Stones when I moved that. card deck over. This Five of Stones is Five of Pentacles in this deck. Typically a Five of Pentacles is like a card of loss and poverty and I don't know, being out, down and out. In this deck, instead of being worried that you're losing things or you've lost a job or lost money, this card is more collaborative. This deck is more collaborative. It's like giving away. It's like, I am so full of abundance. I don't have to worry about what I'm losing. I'm going to give. And why and how do we understand how abundance works is because we know that there's new life flowing through me. There's more abundance where that came from. I can create my own abundance. And so this is what really led to your, I'm done. I'm done. I'm wiping the slate clean. Get out of my house, get out of my head. Those swords are definitely other people's ideas living in your head. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clarify the Justice card here, Spirit, please. Let's go ahead and clarify the Justice card. All right, for Justice, we have the Three of Arrows. So this is like Three of Swords. You can see that arrow piercing that bison's heart. Yeah, and you know, the beating of the drum by the ancestors, calling forth, right, for you to listen to your own heartbeat. So some kind of heartache brought this Ten of Swords down for you, and you needed to balance. Also behind Justice, what's being balanced, so we're balancing some pain, and pain that may have, you know, sort of deeply held pain there. Six of Bowls is Six of Cups here. And this is bringing in, you can see the dolphins, a sort of circular, another sort of sense of portal, like moving on to a new day, kind of saying goodbye to something and looking for something more in balance. So seeking balance again with the Six of Cups here. Reflection, you know, doing a lot of reflection on, you know, what is my true happiness, right? You know, how can I really bring that in and bring myself into alignment? A lot of that healing water, seeing something better, and again doing that reflection on the past. And then the Seven of Pipes, which is the Seven of Wands in this deck. And this is like really, you know, kind of getting, again, there's that stag energy here, right? The stag energy playing out. And incorporating both, you know, our bird energy, right? And our stag, our sort of stag energy, or crane. I can't put both of those together. It'll be just too weird. But, you know, what the deer brings in, a stag will bring in this type of energy. So really kind of standing in your own power, right? And thinking about, you know, what is this energy for me? What is this mask that I wear? Yeah. So when thinking about a stag, we're going to think about the deer. But how do we do the gentleness of the deer, right, in our yang energy? How can we best express, bring into balance? That's what Justice is doing, bringing into balance our masculinity. So for those of you who are dealing with someone who's masculine, maybe this Ten of Swords, right, was to kind of balance out and clear out toxic masculinity. For those of you who are more masculine, this was a chance for you to rebalance yourself playing out toxic masculinity by getting rid of ideas of how that's supposed to look. Bring in a tower that's washing away, cleaning the slate, and starting over with something fresh that is based in love, right? Moving forward towards a Lover's card. Let's go ahead and clarify the World card, please, Spirit. Clarifying the World card. All right, so we've got the Totem of Stones, Snake, the Crawlers. This is Knight of Pentacles. This is an interesting card because it really connects when we think about snakes and earthworms, how they crawl along the ground and we don't really see these creatures, but they're critical to ensuring that we're able to break down and decompose the old. They're critical for soil health, which then gives new life, right? Again, this idea of the circle. You very much, and then the snake on the outside, sort of the symbol of fertility and life and new, giving, birth to this new life that's coming out of the breakdown of things of the past, what we've learned, and how we break apart something that might be more toxic. Or, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say toxic, patterns and experiences that we've grown through, because not everything that we move beyond is toxic. It just, some things are. That's why the tower will come along. But there are things that we need to have in our life on purpose, right? They're all lessons so that for our growth, for our highest growth. So this is the ending of this cycle and a rebirth, right? We're seeing this new life come forward. We see that in the Magician that follows. Death, right? Ending of this cycle, moving on into the sunset, right? Riding off into the sunset, leaving this situation behind. You're completely done with it. And then moving into, right, heading off into the sunset. Nine of Bowls. This is a different kind of sunset, but there's definitely this sense of, this is done. The day is done. It's time you've been through it. You've learned your lessons. The sun is setting on this chapter of your life. Very much the sun is setting on this chapter of your life. But it is in the Nine of Bowls going towards the future, the Nine of Cups in this deck, where we see two people. So this is really moving into, I definitely see a relationship, a loving relationship coming into your life. So with someone else. That one goes over here. Alrighty. We've got the Lovers and the Magician. I'm just going to go ahead and take one to clarify the Lovers and one to clarify the Magician here. So Spirit, one card on the Lovers, please. Again, getting the Dancer here, right? So learning to dance to your own music, your own sound, the beat of your own drum. There was a drum back there in the Three of Arrows as you were trying to reach deep into your heart. This is the World card in this deck, so very similar kind of energy. The ending of a cycle, learning how to dance, how to set yourself free to find love. And then the Magician card, please, Spirit. And for the Magician, this is what you're bringing in, the Empress, right? A harvest, new love into your life, bringing in your divine feminine. So this could be very much for someone who is a masculine out there who's practicing, that sort of low vibration, toxic masculinity, that stuff that society says men are. Men are many things, right? Masculinity can be many things. Not all men are masculine, and not all masculines are men. But how masculinity should be, like, womanizing, being very selfish, being mean, angry, violent. These things, you're done. Like, this is these ideas, these people, these situations and relationships you're tossing. And you're stepping into something that's true, looking for your true love, finding your true love, and getting to your Empress. So, and on the other end, if this is for a divine feminine, this is you becoming the Empress, right? Stepping into your power as Empress, and no longer pandering to being small and not seeing yourself clearly here, right? Like not having a clear vision of who you are. All right, so let's go to, before I get into the animal spirit signs, I see, I don't know, lately I've been seeing the Empress card as Taurus, so I would say Virgo, potentially looking at a new start with a Taurus. Gemini, this is going forward. Death is Scorpio, so this is what you're leaving behind. We see a Scorpio, like the end of that cycle, ending a cycle with a Scorpio, Virgo. Who else do we see here? Anyone else on the table? No, that's it. Those would be the signs that I see. So sort of ending a cycle with a Scorpio and then beginning a new cycle with a Taurus or a Gemini for you there, Virgo. All right, so let's get some animal advice. I'm using this deck, Messages from Your Animal and Spirit Guides, Oracle deck by Stephen Farmer. There you go, camera. Okay, Spirit, what animal guides are with our Virgo as they enter this week for March 7th? Oh, very interesting. I've gotten this one yet. Unicorn. This makes sense with all of that major arcana energy out there for you there. Even in the clarification, we add another world, the Empress. We've got the Death that popped up there for us. And this is a major change for you, Virgo. Good job. You really level up for the universe. The card here says, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. You are a unicorn. You're a real unicorn. You've got some magic inside of you to be able to create this kind of transformation in your life. And so certainly this type of magic that you should share and could share with others. I'm going to read a little bit of the card here for you as we close out this reading. So whatever the artistic vehicle through which you express your most creative self, whether it's drawing, poetry, painting, music, acting, or any other form of creative expression, make it a priority in your life by devoting some time, energy, and perhaps even money towards this artistic pursuit. So it sounds to me like you, Virgo, with this new time and new life, new direction that you're going, Spirit is really calling you in. The unicorn is calling you to bring your artistic self to the table because you have something to share. Let the longing of your heart determine what form of your imaginative expression is, but let it be one that elicits passion and purpose. So we don't want to be too, Virgo, you can get a little nuts and bolts about things, a little, analytical. Here we want to come from the heart. We're going to use passion. Allow it to evolve as it's needed without acceding to any internal perfectionism, Virgo. Watch that. About the end product. The process itself is where the magic is. So enjoy the process and the creation. Let that alone be your satisfaction and delight, and you'll be pleased with the results. All right. So you're letting out your inner child, your magical unicorn inside of you. You've got some kind of magic to share with the world. That's who's with you this week. And you are such a unicorn with this reading. I mean, I just cannot believe how much transformation occurred in your life or is going to occur in your life over this week. You're going to be like a brand new person coming out. You are quite the unicorn, Virgo. So don't forget that. All right.